Hello everybody, this is Rev Dave. I'm excited to bring you another Glimmer of Hope today. You know a story about somebody who's doing something nice or something good for other people. When I was a teenager, my family was working with an individual in our church who was trying to get families to sponsor refugees. And so my family wanted to host some refugees from Russia. And after a couple of years of trying, we just were unable to do that. Whatever agency we were with wasn't able to secure the family. So we decided to look at options on our own. And my mother, being sort of the ambitious type that she was, looked at a couple of resettlement agencies, and one was World Relief. And so she decided that because there was nobody who was doing the work, that she would start a chapter in Montana of World Relief and resettle people who were facing persecution into our area, Missoula, actually, where I grew up. And so it was not uncommon for us to go to the airport to pick up new and greet new families. And I remember some of the most impactful memories for me there was not just that I discovered Starbucks at Horizon Airlines when they were putting it out there, which actually my mother loved it and got our family hooked onto it. But it was the first time that I ever saw two grown men locked in embrace kiss each other. Because they were two brothers who had come from Russia, and it had been months since they had seen each other. And in fact, that they left Russia because they were being persecuted for believing a different version of Christianity than was the approved version where they were at. And so they were beat up in front of their kids, their crops were burnt, their houses were ransacked. And after all of that torture, after all that torment, they finally came to the head and finally came to the place where they finally saw each other for the first time. And they were singing this song, Hallelujah, that I'm actually playing here on the piano. And I just remember being so fortunate to be a part of that experience. And I'm so glad that World Relief offers that kind of hope for people still today. But even more than that, I'm so grateful for my mother who took over and stepped in to help and to fulfill a need of individuals who are fleeing for their lives and for the ability to live in freedom without persecution of their faith. And so, yes, to World Relief, I want to say this, but also to my mother who has long since passed away from breast cancer. I want to say thank you for being a glimmer of hope for me.